Stop chasing. Look, it's Marcel, aka Honey Bunny Sunny, and you know I'm on a mission to make you some money. Listen, today we have a incredible video that is getting into a strategy that I believe can really help your portfolio, especially during times like this. Now, what we're going to talk about today is covered call. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time seeing my face, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, but only if this video is valuable, right? Everybody else, let's get some likes and comments so that we can get this into the algorithm. Okay, now covered calls is a strategy that is something that's more so for people who have, I would say, a decent amount of money in their portfolios, but it can be done at all levels. Okay, the only prerequisite of doing covered calls is that you have 100 shares of a particular security or a particular stock, right? So if you can get 100 shares of something, then you can participate in covered calls, right? So there are stocks out there that are under $20, under $50 that don't take a ton of money to get 100 calls to then go and start benefiting from the premiums that you'll make from covered calls. But we'll get to in all of that in just a second. All right. Now, the reason that I even started to explore covered calls is because I was buying into these ETFs and these funds that were doing these strategies, right? You ever buy into a fund and you make money, but you be like, damn, well, if they can afford to pay me this, or if this company can afford to pay me that, what is it that they're doing, right? Now, let's just doing a regular call and a regular put. That's cool, and it can be risky, but there are other strategies that are being deployed by companies every day, and it's time that we start to take a deeper look at that. All right, so let's get into it. So what is a covered call, right? A covered call is simply just a strategy that people use with their own stocks, right? It's a strategy to create income by selling call options on your particular assets that you already own. Remember, you have to have 100 of them in order to even implement this process. But if you have 100 or more, this could be a really good opportunity for you to generate income in your portfolio. Now let's get into like, how do we know when to get it? How do we get into it and what it all means? Okay, so I have Amazon pulled up for you guys. Now, the reason that I pulled this up is because I want to give you guys some insight on how exactly we are going to make a decision about covered calls, right? So you want something that has a consistent movement, volatility not too crazy, so like, under 50 when you're purchasing, and pretty much obeys technicals, right? So the reason that you wanted to obey technicals is because you want to be sure that when you get into your, you sell your covered call, you sell your, your options, that you're not going to wind up losing because it's gone too far in the right direction, right? So if you're selling calls on Amazon, right, and say you enter right here, which is smack in the middle of the Bollinger Band, and the break even portion, or the portion that was going to essentially like make your covered call start losing, was 217, then you would want it to pull back when it got around that area, right? So when we sell options, we're typically going to sell it out for a few weeks, right? So anything can happen, but when you look at this over the course of a few weeks, you see, okay, when it hits the top of a Bollinger Band, it pulls back. When it hits the top of a Bollinger Band, it pulls back. So you would want to get in and sell something around the middle of this so that you can ride it up to a level that doesn't cause you to lose by it going too far into the bullish direction, right? Now, the way that you make money on on cover calls, I'll show you in a second, is you want to come in here. So I got AMD right here. You want to come in and you want to click sell. So typically we're the ones that are buying the options, right? With covered calls, we're the one that's selling the options, okay? So instead of buying, we're selling. Now, over here is going to show you the bid price, right? So 650, 535, 440. We know that these right here represent 435, 435, 530, 640. So what that is the premium that you'll be able to make on each contract, right? So if you sell, multiple contracts, then obviously that premium is going to be, a lot higher. But what also happens is you could possibly have your options or your shares that you own exercised on you, which could cause you to lose, right? So let me just kind of give you guys like a bit of a scenario and what can happen when you get covered calls, right? So typically you want to find something that has like a decent delta. So let's look through here to see what the delta is. Let's see. I don't even know if it's. I don't even use this account, guys. I'm just using it because it's a very crystal clear way to see it, right? So this is 4 days out. Let's get something that's like a month out, right? So a month out. All right, you sell cover calls on AMD. You can make $825 per contract. $1,150 per contract, or up here $585. Now, what's going to determine which one you get is the volatility and also the delta. So I'm typically looking for a delta somewhere like around 40%, 30 to 40%. Which would be, denoted as like a decimal. So it would say like 0.3, whatever, or 0.4, whatever. That's typically what I'm looking for a covered call. In this particular case, this is where the share price is right here, right? So if I get a strike here at 260, it's cool if the price moves up to 260, right? Let me just pull up AMD so that you can see it. I know I was looking at Amazon, but just so that you can see it, so it matches the what I'm looking at on Robinhood. So if I were to get if I were to sell calls right here and I got the 260 strike, I'd be good from where it is all the way up to 260. It's not until it gets past 260 that it would start working against me. Okay, so if you have like a bullish approach, which is selling cover calls, and you're clearly bullish because you own these shares, you're okay up until that strike price. So that's why a lot of times you want to get it, pretty far out the money, but still having a decent delta and and decent volatility, right? So for me, it would be like the 260 or the 270, and I would go and I would just make sure that every time this stock hit up against like like the top of a Bollinger Band or the bottom, it bounced and did so significantly, I'd be very, very interested in that, right? Because if I can see that this stock is going to stay within a certain range, then I can just rinse and repeat. I can go and do the same thing over and over, right? Get in when the stock is, like around 240. Ride it up to 260, which is an area where it typically, starts to fall. And then, get out of those plays, right? Close those positions. So with covered calls, the way that you make money is by the premium that you're getting paid immediately, and also by the option itself or the stock itself improving, right? So if you own shares, you're making money as it's growing, and you're making, you're making money on premium as it's growing as well, as long as it does not exceed the strike price in which you purchased it, right? So even if it does, there's time in each of the options that you're selling, just like the same thing when you're buying options. So you could wait. You don't have to get out of a position, like too soon, right? You could wait, the full 32 days for it to come back down, or, another week. It all depends on the, like the timing of, the moves and things like that. I would stay away from extremely volatile events like earnings and FOMC and things like that. You want a pretty steady pace to be happening when you enter into a call. You want to move to be kind of taking place or about to happen, but you don't want to be in the thick of an extreme move, because that can completely blow up what you've been building. Now, if the stock just goes down, 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 then of course you lose money on the stock, right? But you could also get out of your get out of your position, and then again, rinse and repeat, run the premium back. So once you get the premium, that premium is yours, right? That premium is yours to keep, and you can make, that's the way that you truly make money. If you want to make money two ways, then obviously, like I said, the stock needs to go up, but not to exceed the strike price while you're in the cover call position. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you all. I'm going to close out of this now. So yeah, cover calls, like I said, are a great way to make income on stocks that you already have. The key things that you need to understand is that, hey, when I get a strike price, I need to make sure that it has a decent delta on it, 30, 40% or better, right? Not extreme volatility, because we do not want the stock to go through the strike price. And again, you also have to have enough shares to even participate, which is 100 shares per stock that you are doing this on. You can do this on a weekly basis. You can do this on a monthly basis. You can have expiration dates as far out as you would get them for buying options. Just remember, you are the producer in this case. You're the seller, right? So you're providing the opportunity for somebody else to make money, and you can also make money by the premium that's paid. And since you own the stock itself, it going up can only help as well. All right, but again, not to exceed the strike price, but to to go towards it. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. If there's any additional information or questions that you may have, drop them in the comments below. I'll be sure to get those answered. Remember, it's always love over here. And remember, invest smart, live free, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.